jump on and do a little event for everyone, just to kind of share a few experiences, a few people who have started the Thrive Experience and had awesome stories, and give you a little bit about what the products are, how to take them, some great stories, and at the end, I'm going to talk a little bit about how to get your products for free and maybe even make a little commission. As the event is going on, we are going to have some prizes. I made up a bunch of fun prizes. We have a immunity pack that's going to be up for grabs, an energy pack, a snack pack. I have so much Thrive at my house. A holiday survival kit, and some samples of the different shake flavors. So as you're watching, you guys, we're so excited to have everybody here. Go ahead and just comment. If you just comment throughout the event, you're in the drawing for the prizes. Let us know where you're watching us from. Let us know if you're watching live or on replay. Feel free to interact with us. We are going to be watching the comments, and we will answer some questions at the end. So if you have a burning question, drop it in the comments in the live video, and we're excited to have you guys here. So I'm going to kick it off by passing it to Miss Tiffany. Tiffany Wagner is from Wisconsin, and she is going to share with us a little bit about how to take the products. Tiffany, do you want to take it away?
Hey guys, Tiffany Wagner here. So excited for this event tonight. Thanks everybody for hopping on. I posted on Facebook earlier this week something to the effect of to think that it all started with a friend asking if I could use more patience and energy with my kids. Anybody watching relate to that? You know, back then it was like momming from the couch, always exhausted, snooze button queen. I called myself that. So when she asked if I needed more patience and energy, I was like, yes, of course I do. At that time, you guys, I didn't know she was talking about 3 simple steps that were going to literally change my life. I know that sounds cliche. I know it sounds like I'm being dramatic, but literally changed my life. So how do we take the Thrive Experience? What is the Thrive Experience for those of you that are kind of new to this or maybe just getting started? I just want to start by showing you what the Thrive Experience is. We start with 1 or 2 capsules, literally as soon as our eyes open in the morning. Again, people ask all the time if the timing matters, if it really matters if I go up and go to the bathroom first. What I tell people is if you want the most bang for your buck, put these capsules on your nightstand with a glass or a bottle of water before you go to bed each night. I'm holding 2 of these packages because we have a men's version and we have a ladies version. These are the only products we have that are gender specific. There's 2 capsules in each one of these little packs. Some people start with 1, some people start all in with 2 of them. 1 or 2 capsules as soon as your eyes open in the morning. Drink it down with 6 to 8 ounces of water. Make sure it actually, you know, gets down all the way. 20 to 40 minutes later, we're gonna drink the lifestyle mix. That's what this is. Some people call it a shake, and I really try not to call it that because it's so much more than that. It's the second step of your vitamins. It's an ultra micronized powder. It mixes up super simple. Some people like to use a shaker bottle. I literally put it in a glass of water, dump the powder in, use a fork, swish it around, and drink it down. It is super fine, tastes amazing. We have 6 flavors, I believe. This is the vanilla. This is the one that we all started with. So that is 20 to 40 minutes after the capsules. And step 3 is this DFT. A lot of people call it the sticker or the patch. DFT stands for Derma Fusion Technology. And this is just a foam adhesive. I don't know, I'm on my computer here, so I don't know how much you're gonna see this, but just a thin layer of adhesive here. Plastic comes off and you just stick it on a dry, clean area of your skin. I have the black label on tonight. If you are a Thriver currently, drop in the comments what your favorite DFT is. We've got a few different formulas. This one's the regular. This is the black label. That happens to be my favorite. I don't go a day without that one. I love the mood support. My family loves the mood support. Remember when I said I needed patience and energy for my kids way back in the beginning? Yeah, the black label even brings more of that out. So do I have any moms out there that were momming from the couch, snooze button queens. I know a lot of us were kind of vying for that title, the snooze button queen. Um, I've got 3 kids, and back then they were between the ages of 2 and 12, and I was in desperate need of a change. You guys, I'm not going to go into a ton of my Thrive experience. I just want to kind of let you know some of the things you can expect. Everybody's different. That's what I love about this video tonight. You guys are going to see that. Day 1, I didn't finish my Coke Zero. What the heck is up with that? I didn't need it. Didn't fall asleep at 8:30 on the couch after I got my kids to bed. Was it Thrive? I didn't really know for sure. I wasn't positive about that. By day 3, I found myself productive. I found myself happy, getting things done. I did not need my snooze after 3 days on Thrive. Like, that was crazy for me. 2 weeks in, you guys, the happiness continued. I found myself smiling at strangers. I would start singing for no reason, just kind of out of the blue. And my digestion did a complete 180. That's the day, you guys, I knew I was going to thrive forever. And the rest is history. Just imagine what would happen if you trusted that friend that's been sharing Thrive with you. So that's just the first couple of weeks of my experience. We're going to hear from all these ladies and kind of what Thrive has done for them. So I'm going to kick it back over to our MC, Megan. She's kind of our MC for the night, and I'm going to give it back to her.
Yay, I love that. Yeah. Momming from the couch. Well, I wasn't even really momming. I was more napping from the couch. So there was that. I love that piece. And I love that you said, like, just trusting a friend, because a lot of us, at least for me, a lot of us see these stories on Facebook and see people posting about it, and it is our friends. And a lot of times it's scary to kind of message a friend and say, like, okay, here's the truth. I nap every day. But, there is a lot of people who are feeling that way. And so I think there's so much value in that piece of it, and messaging your friend and really connecting with them, because so many of us are in the same place. I have a special guest on here tonight, Heidi, and she is actually coming to us from Vermont. And so it's an hour ahead in Vermont compared to Minnesota and Wisconsin. So I thought we would have her jump on. She also had a birthday party today, and share a little bit about her experience. She has been thriving, just like she's like a baby thriver. So I'm excited to hear your story, Heidi. Do you want to unmute and share with us?
Yeah, absolutely. Megan's right. You can see the balloons in my back here. My son turned 4 today. I have 2 boys. One is 4 today and one is 11. Try to keep up with that. Try to keep up with that when I'm trying to battle naps on the couch. I used to bribe my kids, honestly, for me to take an afternoon nap. I just couldn't keep up. And I was just unhappy and sluggish. I saw a good friend of mine post that she was like running and had all this energy, and she has a son too. And I was like, tell me what's up with that. Give me what you got. Like, I need something. Like, it was just, I said it so many times. I just need something. I don't know what it is. I just need something. What is it? Somebody give me something. So I reached out to her, and she was like, this is Thrive. This is what it does for you. This is what it is. This what has in it. She was like, I can give you a 3-day sample or a discount off a 30-day pack. And I was like, you know what? I've said it so long that I just need something, that I'm going in. I want to see how this is going to really work. And 3 days doesn't seem like I'm going to commit to that. So I put in my order. I got my shipment like a week later, and I was so excited to start the next day that I didn't even follow what my friend said and like slowly get into it. I did all 3 steps, and I was so excited for this change. I was just, the skies opened. Like, I was like, yes, I will be able to keep up with my kids, running outside, doing things, sports. Yeah, one kid's here. Like, I needed to be able to do all this. And I was a day 1 thriver. I was so excited. I did my capsules and my shake and my DFT, and I felt so great. I was just like motivated. I was around the house. It was great. And then day 3, I just found myself doing those little chores that I have had on that backlist for weeks, months, years. And it just felt good. It felt good to get those done. I felt accomplished. And so, that continued. In day 10, I was actually tired at night. I would actually feel so accomplished of getting things done. I'd be tired. I wouldn't like toss and turn in bed or, fight my kids to get to bed early so I could get to bed early. It was amazing. I was happy. I was just happy. It was the need and the want that I needed. Um, I stopped drinking coffee probably within the first 2 days of Thrive. It was more a habit at first, and then I would just wake up thirsty. That's when I started taking Blast. I never was a water drinker. And I was like, let me just try this. And I threw it in my water bottle, and I found myself drinking 2 or 3 or 4 of my hydro flasks. And that was not me, but it just made me more alert. I was more cognizant to what was going on around me. Um, yeah, that was and then at day 10, my husband gave me the next look of, what program is that? How much money did we spend on this? Seriously. And I was like, yep. And I ordered the men's capsules and I set them on the counter and I said, take one. And probably 5 days into it, he called me from work and was like, I forgot my capsules this morning. Oh my God, I can't do it. I feel down. And I was like, that program, look what it did for us. And now, my whole family takes it. We actually just got the Thirst in the mail today, which is so amazing. I have to tell you, we've already tried both caffeine and no caffeine. But my kids take it. They put it in their water bottle. They do, some of the Pures, some of this stuff. It's not just for me. It's for my family. It makes us all better.
I love that. Yeah. And it's, one of those things that I always say, like, I was a supplement junkie. So, to try one more thing felt crazy, but what if you just try that one more thing? I love it. Thanks for sharing, Heidi.
Yeah.
You talked a little bit about the plus line stuff. So guys, drop a comment. Make sure you're commenting on the live video that you see running through here, because we do have, so I have an energy pack. These are some of the extras. When we talk about thriving, we're all doing those first 3 steps, and then we have some extras. So if you're a current customer or somebody who is looking for more energy, Thrive is awesome. Those basic 3 steps, and then adding in, here's some plus line. My video is funny. There you go. Some plus lines that we're going to give away for energy, and then immunity. This is a big one too, because a lot of these, like this immunity DFT right now is huge. My kids are wearing that every night, as well as me. So there's so many extra things that are so good. Thanks for sharing, Heidi. And next up, we have Miss Melissa. She's so awesome. We're excited to hear from her. And she's in Wisconsin, from Vermont to Wisconsin. Are you?
I'm here.
Yay! Will you share a little bit about your story with us?
I will. That was so fun. I love Heidi's story. Thank you for having me, guys. Small town Wisconsin over here. And I was a school bus driver when Thrive came into my life. Mom up to a wife for a really long time. I was buried under myself when Thrive walked into the bus garage on my friend. And I will never forget that first day she walked into the bus garage and she was wearing one of these, not this exact one, but one of these. And she's like, oh, I feel so good. I have all this energy and you guys have got to try this. And I looked at her at the table and I said, what is that? And she's like, it's Thrive. And I'm like, it's a fad, it's a cult, and it'll never last. It's exactly what I said to her. Then after she left, I turned to my other friend and we started planning an intervention because I was quite convinced that they were stealing her money and brainwashing her to think that this sticker on her arm was making her feel better. That's where I was when Thrive found me. Fast forward an entire year, a third-party validator walked into the bus garage thriving as well. And I'm like, okay, I was drinking so much soda. I was yelling at my kids all the time. My husband was afraid to touch me. He was driving slow coming home. It was rough. And, I was working 3 jobs. I had it all together. I was burning on both ends of the candle. Like, I thought I had it going. Guys, I did not. I was struggling. And so I finally said, yes, give me this thing, but don't tell a single person I'm doing it, because I had badmouthed it for a long time. And I was embarrassed to have to eat my words. So I started my Thrive in the closet. Like Heidi, I started full force. It came in the mail. I remember starting November 5th of 2016. And I did not slow start. I didn't even know what that was. I had been on a call with a friend of my friend that said, okay, this is Thrive and this is what it's going to do for you. I didn't hear a word she said. And so I started full force. And for 4 days, I took Thrive without really noticing anything. My husband will tell you I was off the couch when he got home that first day, but I don't remember that at all. Day 5, I woke up happy. That was a big deal for me. I used to wake up and think, okay, snooze button, snooze button. It's time to get up. Now we have 25 minutes to get ready, and I have 5 hours to be productive before I can be back on the couch. And then I would roll myself out of bed and like hit the floor. And day 5, I woke up and I'm like, what the heck is going on here? This is like, I'm in a good mood this morning. Week 2, my youngest son out of the blue told me I wasn't yelling at him. Week 3, my oldest son asked me to be more quiet at 6 a.m. when I was waking them up for our bus route, because I was singing. I was too loud, too much for him. And by week 5, my husband told me I wasn't quitting. He was coming home faster. He was hugging me a lot more. And I was just liking me. And that just started this huge thing of changing how I was in my life, like in my own body. I just felt comfortable in my skin. Nothing had changed on the outside. I've had, weight loss, and I've had mood support, and I've had mental clarity, and my hair is better, and my skin is better, and all that is awesome. But guys, how I feel on the very inside in my soul, that's what keeps me thriving every stinking morning. And it just keeps getting better. The business side, which somebody's going to cover in a little bit, is astronomically huge. I have on my Facebook page, the Thrive Experience will change your body. Lovell will change your life. And that's why we're so passionate over here, because it's just all encompassing. And Megan, that's quick story. I forgot to set my timer. I don't even know how long I've been talking. So take it away.
Oh, you've done great, Melissa. I love your story. Guys, you heard she barely even touched on the weight loss. She's had an incredible transformation. If you are thriving out there and you've lost weight at all with Thrive, drop it in the comments how many pounds you've lost. Like she said, that's great. The hair, the skin, like all of that's great. But what people can't see is how we feel on the inside. And that's what's so special about Thrive, is like it's designed to go in and fill our nutritional gaps. Everybody's is a little bit different. Everybody's gaps are different, which is why everybody's Thrive experience is just so different. Because Thrive is really smart. It goes in and kind of goes to work on what your specific body needs, what your specific needs are. So that was awesome, Melissa. Thank you so much for sharing. I am super excited to turn it over to my friend Rachel, another Wisconsinite. Somebody I would have never known without Thrive. That's another benefit that we often forget to talk about, just the community, the culture, the happy, positive people that we get to surround ourselves with. And Rachel is one of them. So I'm going to turn it over to you, girl.
Thank you. Can you guys hear me okay? Okay, awesome. So my name is Rachel Mueller. I am also from Wisconsin. And Tiffany, you and I have been together since day one of my journey 6 years ago. It's crazy. But I can relate to each one of the ladies and the stories that they shared, especially about being a mom. When Thrive found me, I was a mother of 3. Well, I still am, but 11, 7, and 2, my kids. I'm a full-time real estate agent, so I'm going a million miles an hour all day, every day. But before Thrive, I was
the mom who yawned all the time. I was the mom who would go to Sam's Club and I would buy Red Bull by the case. And not just one, I would buy them by the case. And I would drink one every morning so that I had enough energy just to exercise for that day. I was the mom who would watch the clock at night and count the hours down until my kids went to bed, because then I could go to bed. Even though I wasn't sleeping well, I had such a hard time getting up in the morning. I was just a mess and I was exhausted all the time. So when Thrive came into my life, somebody told me about it and all I heard was energy. All these different benefits that she was talking about, I heard energy. And I said, I don't know what this is, but I need it, because I was desperate. And I also thought, I don't have anything to lose, because I didn't think I could feel much worse. What's the worst that's going to happen? So I placed an order. I didn't sample. I placed a full month's order. Honestly, I had no idea what I was ordering. I didn't know what it was. I didn't think it was going to do anything, but I was desperate to try. So I ordered a month's supply and it came day one. I felt nothing. And I thought, I probably just wasted all my money on something that's not going to work for me. So I kept going. Day two, I felt nothing. And I thought, I definitely wasted my money on something that's not going to work. Day three, I'll never forget it. It was a Sunday. And I woke up that morning and realized I had slept 7 hours straight through the night, which hadn't happened to me probably since I was a teenager. I went out to mow my lawn that day, could not believe the amount of energy that I had, how good I was feeling. 7 o'clock that night, I was not tired. I had no idea what was happening. I didn't believe it was the Thrive. I thought for sure this has to be in my head. There's no way this stuff can make me feel this good. But I kept taking it day after day. And every day I took it got better. I had more energy. I was sleeping better. When my kids would go to bed, I was actually up hanging out with my husband or doing stuff for me. It was incredible. I was sleeping 7, 8 hours straight through the night. At the time, I was also drinking 100 ounces of water every day. And I had never in my lifetime drank that much water in one day. So it dawned on me one day that it's the water. It's not the Thrive, it's the water. I have never drank this much water in my life, so I bet you that's what's making me feel so good. So I decided I was going to stop taking the Thrive for a few days and continue taking my water. So I wasn't going to buy this stuff if it was the water that was doing it. So I stopped Thriving. By the third day, I was so exhausted. I was so crabby. I was back on the couch. I was counting down the hours again till my kids went to bed. And that was a defining moment, honestly, in my life. I thought, I will never, ever go back. And I remember talking to Tiffany the next day saying, I don't know what I have to do, but I will not go a day without this. I remember talking to my husband and saying, so they tell me I can get it for free if I refer 2 people, which I'll try to do. But if I can't, we need to budget this every month. I will work more if I have to. I'll pay for this every single month if I have to, because I will never go back to feeling the way I felt before, knowing that I don't have to. That was just over 6 years ago. And I look so forward every morning to taking my 3 steps, knowing that it's 7:30 at night. I feel incredible. My daughter's here with me. It's not like, oh, when's she going to go to bed? I'm so tired. I feel great. I feel blessed. I'm grateful for everything that this product has done.
I love that. I love that. Oh man, you saying that about I'll just work harder. I remember when my sister started Thriving, she said, I remember her as clear as day saying, I don't care if I have to get less of a car or sell the car. I can run to work now because I feel so good. I was like, oh yeah. But I love that you brought up the refer to, because I think a lot of us in the beginning, it was an investment in ourselves. That's a thing I think about often is I had to invest in myself in those first couple months. But when I loved it, it was simple to share with, the friend I walked with every day, the teacher next door to me, because I knew that they wanted and needed to feel as good as I was feeling. So I think Lavelle has done an incredible job with that refer to, because we are able to thrive for free once we have invested in ourselves and we feel awesome. It's so easy. It's so easy to open your mouth and talk about, the changes that are happening. Thanks for sharing, Rachel. Yes, I get to share about the business side, you guys. So stick with me. I'm gonna bang this out in 5 minutes, and you're gonna love it. My name is Megan Shaughnessy. I didn't even introduce myself in the beginning. I'm in Minnesota, and a little over 5 years ago, I saw a friend posting on Facebook. She was barely a friend, more of an acquaintance, and I knew I needed energy. If you know that person in your life that's a supplement junkie, that was me. I would always be visiting those stores and buying whatever was like the newest thing, lined up in my closet. I never finished anything. Thrive came into my life. I was terrible at the sample. I took a sample and sucked it all up. Terrible. Bought the product and took it all wrong and thought I knew better than everybody else for 3 weeks. But when I finally committed to it and did it right, when my friend put me on the phone with another friend, it all clicked, and I started to notice right away that I wasn't napping after school every day. Teaching first grade, that was huge. I noticed I was happier with my kids, huge. And just like Rachel said, that refer to was huge for me. As a teacher, I just didn't invest in myself like that. I didn't have that extra income. And so for me, I was like, refer to? Well, actually, accidentally, my sister and my mom saw my DFT in those first couple weeks. And it just was perfect. They ordered Thrive and wanted to give it a go. They had great experiences, and I was thriving for free. And I loved that part of it. I will never, ever stop loving that refer to, because our customers and our business partners can thrive for free. When I started thriving for free, Rachel Varachka said to me, well, you could simply click that promoter button, Megan, and share the product just like you already did. And not only will you get that product for free, but you can make commission on those sales too, because those customers, your mom and your sister, and you'll get a little bit of commission. And I was like, well, then I can buy more shakes, buy more things that are Thrive. I'm in. And the one thing I love about Lavelle is we have no website fees. You don't have to pay a yearly fee to be a part of our company. You don't have to pay anything. We don't have any single fees. We don't even have to run an auto ship every month. We literally have to click a button that says become a promoter and talk about the products. And that is it. And it opens a door of so many opportunities. We have, I would say, the most competitive auto bonus in the industry. At our second rank in our company, you can earn trips and you can get your cars paid for, which is just a blessing when you're helping others, wake up differently, right? I very much in the beginning, my husband used to say to me, Megan, if you can impact other people's lives and you can feel like you are making a difference every single day in the world, that is more than a lot of people can say about their jobs. I got to do that as a teacher, and I still, even though now I have, officially stayed home from teaching, I still get to do it every single day. And I think all of us as Thrive promoters realize that we get to wake up and change the way others wake up every single day. We get to hand them that key to, here you go. This is going to change the way you wake up every day. And then we get to collect their stories. And I have a file in this brain of mine of amazing stories that I've gotten to collect over the years of sharing with other people. Financially, it's completely changed my family's lives. But more so than that, just the impact of being home with my kids has been life-changing. And who knew 2020 was going to be 2020? And, every day I think, I don't know that I would have been so fortunate to be able to survive this year like I have without my business that I get to do from this handy little phone, and, without being able to be home with my babies. And so, if that business side at all intrigues you guys, message the person who started you with Thriving, or maybe you haven't started yet, message the person that you invited you to this event and say, I want to take that Thrive. And then I want to know if it's going to impact me. And when it does, remember, there's no difference between a customer and a promoter, because that's what makes this business so incredible. Thanks for hopping on. I just glanced at it on my phone, you guys, and we have over 600 comments. So keep commenting. We have prizes we're going to mail out to Thrivers and non-Thrivers. And whoever brought you to this event, whoever invited you to this event, get back with them. Tell them you're ready to thrive. There's never a day that goes by that I don't think I am so lucky to have put those 3 steps in my body 5 years ago. And I will never, ever, ever, ever regret helping somebody else get started that way. Anybody want to share something before we jump off? Ladies, do you want to unmute? give us your last words. Thanks for hopping on.
I just, I was going to watch for questions, and they're just going so fast I can't keep up. But one I did see, the comments are awesome, you guys. These are going to be fun to go back and look back on. But somebody had asked for tips on drinking water. They're not very good at drinking water, and I think we should address that, because that's really, one of the key pieces to having a great Thrive experience. I always tell people Thrive loves a hydrated body. So typically I recommend 80 to 100 ounces a day. And for some people, when I first say that, they're just like the deer in the headlights, look, there is no way I could drink that much water. And I tell people, like, we can work up to that, but that's ideally, what you're going to want to get in to get the most out of your Thrive, to let Thrive really get in there and work. So
think about tips. Like an object in motion stays in motion. Start your day with 20 ounces of water before you touch any other liquid or anything. And all of a sudden, when your body starts to feel that water, it wants more water. And then you start to feel that, Thrive flushing into your cells, and you're like, oh my gosh, this is magic. There's no secret. You just got to do it,
Mm-hmm. I will say I found having a water bottle with a straw.
Love your straws. Yep.
I do drink more water than if I have this, because I have to go through an extra motion to uncap it and drink it and recap it. Having a straw really, really helps me drink a lot more water. That's what I've got.
I love that. I love that. I actually put boxes on my to-do list every day that says, drink your water, like drink the water, cross off the box. Did you guys see any other questions? One thing that I'll leave us with is, you heard from these ladies, all of us have different experiences, but if you have tried it before or sampled before and maybe it didn't go so well, there are so many things we've learned over these years. And, sometimes I go back to those first Thrivers that I thrived with and say, like, I was so new. Let's try this again. I have so many more tips to give you, right? Like, I did so many things wrong. So, it's vitamins and minerals and pre and probiotics and digestive enzymes. It's not magic. There's no magic. It's the formula that's magic, and it's the way we take it, and it's, filling those gaps every day over and over that makes it magic. And that piece, it's not for some people and not for other people. It really is for everybody. Everybody needs that nutrition. So I encourage you to reach back out to the person who invited you to this event and get started, or start again. Can't hurt, might help, right? Thanks, ladies, for hopping on. You want to unmute and say bye? I'm sure they'll move us off the live video and